welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Sebastian, a medical student from Australia, and today we are doing a meme review, and I'm joined by my two friends.
Hey guys, Declan,
Alex.
And we're going to react to a few medical memes. So, we've got a list here, and we're going to see how funny they are, maybe explain them along the way. So, let's get into it. Alright, when you're trying to grab a quick history, but the patient is like, it all started when I was born. So, have you guys experienced this before at the wards?
Never.
Never?
Really?
Never.
Really?
I have good patience.
You get good patients.
I get good patience.
You can't say.
For some patients, they like to actually talk and tell their story.
But when you're in front of a group, you don't really want to be going that in depth. When you finally remember where you put your watch, which has been missing since the surgery. Sad Pikachu. In the pathology museum at our university, there was like a full gauze left in a patient, and it looked like an ovary almost, but it wasn't. Med school is like Dora the Explorer. The professor will ask you a question, stare blankly at you, and then answer their own question.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh, this has happened too many times. Like, it's more in the tutorial rooms where they'll ask a big question to the 5 people in the group, and everybody will have no idea, and then they'll be like, well, the answer is actually this.
And I think like everyone looks at each other like, or like not looking at the teacher.
Not sure if it's a flex or like we should know it, but definitely puts us on the spot.
Tips to reduce stress: exercise, meditate, drop out of med school, solve the puzzle.
Yeah.
I mean, med school's pretty stressful sometimes.
If you gotta remove the stressful source.
And so you just...
No, I do not recommend. Like, stay in med school, you try so hard to get in.
Stay in any school.
Put in the effort and learn the concepts, that's the main thing.
You need some good mates along the way to keep you stressed down, to get you through.
Cut that out, but actually keep it in.
What you got there, Jim? Transport proteins.
Poor old... Look, little junior Jimmy
Hang
didn't
on.
get out.
Get it because it's a cell wall.
Pikachu, you're an electric type. Charmander, you're a fire type. It says type 2.
Oh, that's so rude.
Ooh, rough.
Diabetes, right?
It's not
diabetes.
So Snorlax is a normal
feels
type.
bad for Snorlax. He's a good Pokemon.
Yeah, he's got a lot of base HP.
Yeah.
What?
Where does he evolve from?
Munchlax.
Munchlax, yeah. He's cute as well.
No! You can't just hijack my cell membrane and force me to make copies of you. Haha, protein printer go brrr. Do you get this, bro?
Yeah, I get it.
It's one of my favorite memes.
Is it like a virus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, you can't just make print more money to stop economic problems. Inflation go brrr.
Doctor, here is the list of donor hearts, livers, and kidneys in alphabetical order. Wow, it is very organized. I love it. I love it. That's so good. That's so good. The immune system needs you to find the difference between this molecule and this molecule. Antibodies. They're the same molecule.
Is that for
So this is molecular mimicry.
Yeah, molecular mimicry.
In rheumatic heart disease, the body attacks itself essentially and breaks down the mitral valve. So.
I was going to say what valve, bro.
Oh, mitral.
Too quick.
Told a girl she was pretty. She said, "Tell me something I don't know." So I told her anatomy of the brachial plexus. First date. That's a big boy move.
Keep that in mind.
Have to sit down and draw the schematic out with the 3 lines and then the 2 lines and the crosses.
It does your head in. So the brachial plexus is one of those things that you learn in first year of medical school, and it's one of those things that's just hardest to stick to memory. This is brilliant, but I liked it.
So the way that the
it.
trachea separates at the carina to the
Carina.
right and left bronchi.
At what level?
C6?
T4?
Bro,
T4.
come on,
T4.
No,
so much. T4.
The right one is more vertical, and so the coin is more likely to go down. And then, depending on where it's, whether you're supine or standing up, it can go to different lobes.
Hey, how's it going? Rural medical students. Yeah, I'm so glad I went rural. Like, I actually get to be part of the team, you know. I get so much responsibility. I can pretty much sneeze and get a cannula in. They even let me intubate a wombat last week.
That's actually fascinating. That's so true.
So there's a thing in Australia. So in Australia, you can either work in metropolitan areas, you can work in rural. And what they say is that if you're going to walk in a rural area, because they have less doctors there and less medical students there, you can generally do a lot more practical things with patients. And so we might only do 1 or 2 cannulas in a term in the metropolitan area, but you'll find that the rural student will come back and tell you about the 100 cannulas that they've done. Dopamine.
Dope are yours.
Dope are ours.
Hey.
Hey.
Any doctor here?
I'm a doctor, what's going on?
A heart attack.
Well, I mean, I'm a second year medical student, so I'm almost a doctor. Haha.
He's gonna die.
The deep layer of the flex compartment of the forearm comprises 3 muscle flexors. So, this guy, this medical student, is pretty much listing every single muscle that you see in your forearm, which is completely irrelevant to every case. But when you're a medical student, you learn a lot of these niche facts, and it's good to know. It's good to know. But when it comes to a real life person,
it doesn't.
Or for a heart attack, knowing the muscles in the forearm.
Completely
It's
unrelated.
not going to be helpful.
Yeah, bro, you got some hair on you. Yeah, let me get that for you.
Good.
Oh, that's cute.
Cheers, bud. Thank you.
Professor, as you can see, the resulting product is very basic. Me. Wow, that is very basic. Med students who upload photos to Instagram of highlighted textbooks and notes sprawled out with a strategically placed coffee cup.
For all of you with med accounts out there, me included, you gotta admit that you've done one of these photos
This is
in your
just
time.
your Instagram page.
Yeah, what?
Have a look at my Instagram page. It's been wholesome. It's
Follow me, Sebastian.
Sebastian Pirie, shameless plug. Give us a follow.
Link in the description.
But yeah, med instas. There's a lot of them. They give a lot of med motivation, and they can be really helpful. But you do see a lot of these photos. My heart resting, exercising. Realize you forgot to wash your hands at the end of the last station of Oski. True.
So
We had our
good.
Oskies recently,
Yeah.
and you've had the mild panic attack when you almost forget, right?
I've been okay with washing hands. My
Yeah.
thing is you'll go out and be like, that was pretty good. And then 10 minutes later, you're like, oh, I forgot this. And then you wake up the next day, oh, I forgot this. Me, I just remember stuff until I get my marks.
Yeah.
About everything I've forgotten to do. Colonoscopy, 43-year-olds, 44-year-olds, 45-year-olds.
So in Australia, I think to do the fecal occult blood test, that happens at what, 50?
50.
50 years old?
50 till 74 or something?
Yeah, something like that. And so you have to
Yeah.
send a sample of your feces to a lab. And what happens is that if they notice any blood, you'll be sent for a colonoscopy to make sure that everything's in check. So as you get a bit older, the colonoscopy starts running after.
But it's good. I think a lot of people don't do it because it's not.
It's not very.
It's not very nice.
It's not a nice experience,
But
but
it
there's
can save
reason
your
behind
life.
it. It can save your life
It can give you
100%.
20, 30 more years.
And the reason why they have these screening programs is because they're so beneficial.
Yes.
So, not sure if imposter syndrome or actually a dumb fact.
So true.
Do you see it?
Oh yeah, it's big.
You know what it means.
Bad news.
Yeah, totally agree.
Definitely a chest x-ray.
I think you're right.
Did the stock photos.
Chest x-rays are hard.
Yeah.
They are hard to read sometimes.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, yeah. The little acronym that you use
Yeah, it is.
to go down
You
the
know,
airways,
yeah.
bones, and cardiac, diaphragm.
Cartilage,
Name and date of birth.
breathing, bronchioles.
Yeah.
What?
Let's move on.
Lol, the awkward moment when you leave the hospital with this thing still around your neck. Experts confirm your attempt at a subtle reminder to Facebook friends you study medicine was not so subtle. We found that nobody actually cares, said one researcher from the University of Melbourne.
I can't say that I haven't done this because I have this YouTube channel and I have an Instagram page, but you don't want to be wearing your Seth around at the cafeteria or outside of the hospital.
I've never worn my step outside of the hospital.
I know.
Shake my hand.
I know that some people that I know wear it on the train and stuff. Just they wear their badge on the train and stuff.
Yeah. Med students literally only want one thing, and it's disgusting. You've been deemed satisfactory.
Yes! Please get MDs.
No, it's actually so true.
The
Getting
amount,
that
the amount of
email,
satisfaction on this email.
Yes. Yeah, when it
Amazing.
says you're able to progress to the next year or something, you're just like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Friend, food can't fill that hole in your heart. Me?
Ooh.
So heart disease. Eating too much fatty foods,
Yeah,
poor foods, alcohol, smoking.
Narrows your blood vessels.
Narrows your blood vessels. So look after yourself. Your future self will really be thanking you.
When you order a CT with contrast and the patient develops a renal injury 48 hours later, did I do that?
So when you go into a CT, a lot of times you'll be doing a CT with contrast, and the contrast is like a radioactive material that will be intravenously administered, and in a lot of cases it can cause renal injury. Stop looking at me like that. And so it's all about balancing the need to have the CT versus the damage that you might do on the kidneys. Boss, take your holiday and sick leave to avoid burnout. Mum, take regular breaks to avoid burnout. Everyone at work, ask us for help to avoid burnout. Me constantly. Burning out.
The med student before exams starter pack. I can push myself just a little more. There's no way I'm completing this. Alarm set for 2 hours and 4 minutes from now. Coffee, back pain, eyes like bloodshot.
Yeah. You go pretty hard in that week.
Dude, the classic, I can push myself just a little more.
I can do 16 hours in a day.
Yeah, I'm not
and really, you shouldn't be neglecting sleep because like memory consolidation through proper sleep is like essential.
That's true.
It's essential. So pulling all-nighters for an exam while you might think it's good in the time, don't do it.
C. difficile in the colon of a hospitalized patient on long-term antibiotics. I see no God up here other than me. So like when you give a patient lots of antibiotics in the hospital, often it can kind of like clear out all their normal bacteria.
Yeah.
And C. difficile or Clostridium
Reigns supreme.
difficile, it just like it isn't affected by the antibiotics and it will just like multiply and cause like tons of issues.
The main complication of C. diff colon.
Pseudomembranous colitis or something.
Yeah, pseudomembranous colitis. Okay. Then you get perforation.
Toxic megacolon.
Toxic megacolon. Okay.
Imagine
Damn, am I right?
you're gonna feel a little bit of pressure. Ready?
Yes.
Your sister is younger, but already has a career path and owns her own home.
So medical school, we're in the postgraduate program, which means we had to do a bachelor's degree before getting in. So that's already 3 to 5 years. And then our degree is another 4 years, and then we have internship, residency, specialist training. There's a lot of years of study, and you have other people that are already working, and they're buying their own home and having all these things, and we're just sort of still trudging along with uni. But it's how it is. Like
That's all right.
I think learning is good.
Part of being a doctor or medical school is the training, and it's a journey and it's a long journey. But when you go see a doctor, you hope that they actually like know what they're doing.
They're going to be as qualified as possible.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so whenever I get like annoyed with how much work it is or how much training there is, if people are going to come to me and I need to save their life, like I may as well
do the best that I can.
Put the effort in
and be as proficient and competent as you can.
Yeah. Also
remember the ABC rule of first aid. A, bone coming out through the skin is very bad. Help. So that's a compound fracture and you don't want to be seeing a bone sticking out of any part of you. Doctor, your dad's not with us anymore.
Damn.
He's at a different hospital.
Oh, alright.
Dead though.
That is really bad patient manner. That's shocking.
That is terrible.
Who comes up with this garbage?
Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up all the memes we're going to look at today. Thanks to Declan and Alex for joining me to have a look at these. I hope you guys had a laugh, maybe learned something new. So if you enjoyed the video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to see more content like this. But until next time, this was Sebastian.
Declan.
Alex.
Stay sharp.
Stay sharp. Hey.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Well, are we actually including that?
No, I'm saying like someone told me I have idiopathic this. Like, what does that mean? I was like, it means they don't know.
It means. I think this is better the fact that we're reading it.
In Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, you had to choose Chimchar because there was no other fire type in the region.
I do remember
so
that.
You needed it for
but also,
skills.
Venusaur's best starter from the start.
Dude, no, Mudkip, man.
Mudkip? No, Venusaur is the best from Gen 1.
What about Squirtle? He looks cute as heck.
Blastoise is pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure Charmander was the safe bet once you
Dude, everyone like fuss over Charizard.
It's all about Charizard.
I don't get it, bro.
Where's your Really?
Look, that's...
Also, I don't have one.
Yeah.
Really? What about that one?
Oh, maybe you do it. Yeah,
I do have a Fey one.
I don't have it though.
You're like being intimate.
I'm into you, bro.
You're intimate, baby.
The classic as well, like I'm a doctor, almost a doctor.
Almost a doctor.
doctor.
I'm third year.
Yeah.
I'm a training doctor.
I'm third year undergrad.
Yeah. Damn.
I love it.
Damn.
I love it.
Here he comes.
You know, if Smith goes early here, I reckon India have got the test in the bag. Oh, what play?
Hell yeah.
Did you see Smith? He was like, yeah.
Okay, all the Indian fans watching, I wish Kohli was playing this series. I honestly do. This series is so much worse without Kohli.
What is this tea flavor?
Strawberry and mango.
Ooh, strawberry and mango tea. Is this tea too?
No, it's whatever I had there.
Okay.
This is actually really good tea.
Yeah, it's actually not bad because it doesn't taste like tea. That's the reason.
Welcome back to Medical Meme Review.